This is Mr. Royce Media, coming at you guys with yet another video. And on this video, I'm going to briefly talk about um, this thing that's going around in so-called red pill circles, um, where guys, they 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 come across what's called red pill, which is largely understanding female nature and understanding uh, women in relationships and being aware of the good and the bad of female nature. Now, you have guys that come across this information, and on YouTube, you have various phases of it. Um, in YouTube, social media, written media, and stuff, you have various phases of it. One of the phases is red pill rage, and this is when guys are confronted with the harsh side of female nature, the ugly side of female nature, and when they realize what it is, they're angry about it. And a lot of this is legitimate. A lot of these guys, some guys have mommy issues, which is legitimate because you got some lousy women out there having kids and basically terrorizing um, their kids, boys and girls, and the girls are reproducing lousy women, and then their men, they're reproducing neutered and oppressed men and ineffective males. Then you have on the other, then you have the the guys who were in relationships and things happened to where the relationship didn't go well, and they learned different things about the women in the relationship, the ugly truths about dealing with women in the relationship, and coming to this understanding. It sometimes it angered them, because sometimes, you know, we know women cheat, we know women lie, we know women, they have a hypergamous nature and stuff, and some of the things are protective, and some of those things are just, just selfish and trying to get ahead. We understand this, that there's a part of female nature that, as with greater human nature, there's good and evil in us all. And the thing about it is, you can't look at women as all being Mother Teresa or the Virgin Mary, and we had to understand that there are some Jezebels out there, and there's some evil women out there, and even for so-called good women, there are so-called good women that do some bad things, that do some selfish things. The red pill gives information on this. It exposes this, and it gives information on how to identify it, see what it is, define it, and to teach you how to move accordingly. It teaches you also about, um, it's particularly in the West, how um, women have successfully maneuvered themselves to be seen as simultaneously as victims and as strong and independent simultaneously, and also to the point to where we have a saying, you know, women and children first, save the women and children. The women typically are put before the children. you know, that's you know, that was a Jedi mind trick in itself. In my opinion. But hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. you know, and understanding that you have to see it for what it is and learn how to deal with it accordingly. And that's what the goal of the red pill ideally is. Not just simply complaining, these bitches ain't shit, and they women are no good. And that being said, some guys come across what we call the red pill, and they learn some things, and they're hoping to use what they've learned in the red pill to go back to a blue pill lifestyle and do better in it, to get that girl they couldn't get at it, get that girl back that they lost, or that, for whatever reason. And it's like, ah, listen, man, the reality is, if you couldn't get that dime before, you probably won't get that dime now. You probably will never have all with that dime once. And if you had that girl and you lost her, you probably never get that girl back. So, you either try to go get another one or not. You basically the red pill is just to help you. Used properly is to help you be more informed. Um, some guys they just like they're like Mr. Smith and they want to go back into the blue pill matrix. But once you learn some things, once you start learning things in the red pill, once you take that red pill, there's really no turning back. You become jaded because you know better, you know, and it's always in the back of your head what you really know, what you really understand. So you kind of have to live your life around that, and you make a decision, and there are several different paths and points of view as far as dealing with the red pill, and you have to find out what works for you and if any of them work for you at all. That being said, sitting up being bitter, yeah, we know some women, a lot of women ain't shit. Yeah, we know a lot of them are, selfish and all kinds of stuff. All right, we know that. So now what? What are you going to do? Either you're going to deal with them or you're not going to deal with them. So you got to figure out what you're going to do. And wasting your time being angry and having this red pill rage, it's going to kill you because that's stressful. That's be aware, but man, it's stressful being angry all the time and seething and stuff. It shortens your lifespan when it's not healthy. So, my thing is don't be mad at them. Just understand what it is and keep it moving, adjust how you're going to, deal with them or not deal with them and, figure out what's going to work best for you. That's the big thing. It's just like women who sit up, and a lot of you guys are um, the male versions of those women that sit up and complain, niggas ain't shit and so, and it's like, well, you know, it's not our fault that you went out there willy nilly and did the dumb shit you did, or you can't get the women you want because you can't get the men you want because you don't have shit going. You're 5'4", 220 pounds, and your life is lousy, and so no, you're not gonna get that 6'4" guy with the 4% body fat and abs and making 150 plus a year and stuff. You're not going to get that guy. It's highly likely you're not going to get that guy. If you're for women, we have men that are the male version of that frumpy woman. Listen, some of you guys, a lot of you guys are not going to get tens. As we know, relationships are transactional, and women are going to want something. And yeah, I know you all want to be loved and adored, which is legitimate, but you may not necessarily want the love and adoration from the women that will give it to you. You want it from women that are likely unattainable and that will never be attainable. And you have to come to you got to come to grips with that uh, not every woman's for you, nor should every woman be for you. Women shouldn't be one size. They shouldn't be like shirts on a rack at a department store where you can just grab one. A woman really should be like a diamond in the rough. It shouldn't be easy to find a good woman because the way this society is structured and stuff, shouldn't be easy to get a good woman. Now it's easy to get sex. It's easy to get sex. You just want sex. It's easy to get sex, and you have to do your due diligence when coming with that. But getting a good woman, it's not going to be easy. And getting a woman that you can deal with, it's not going to be easy because they're all crazy. You got to find the best crazy that the amount of crazy you can deal with, and that's not easy. It shouldn't be easy finding something good because nothing good is attained easily. You know, um, you're not going to get it just because you're you. Face it. It's just like I tell these women. Just because you're you doesn't mean you deserve a good man. You have to have something for those type of men that you want. You have to have something that they are looking for, and likely is going to be in the looks and the skills area. You don't have the looks and you don't have the skills. You don't, and you're not a source of peace. No, you're not going to get a good man. Or you may not get the man that you want. There's the man that you can have. You may not want him. Then there's the man that you want. That the man you can have, you may not want him, but the man that you want, he may not want you. You have to come to grips with that. The same thing for you guys. So anyway, that's my position on what we call the red pill. Some of you guys, are living in a delusion that is just as bad as the crazy females, especially on social media with the long ass, dumb ass posts and dumbass videos, and these guys ain't shit videos because they're lousy. And some of you guys got a lot of work to do, but Mr. Royce is here to help you guys and try to point you in the right direction so that you can do better and you can do something that is workable for you. This is Mr. Royce, Royce Media. Like, share, subscribe. Get at me in the comment section. I'm out.